A little continuation from this morning. Mammoth Lakes with the Viking CL 415. Ops near Mammoth Lakes. So we're going to do California today. We may stop in several locations if we stay on, depending on who comes on board. We had Nellie from Nellycopter this morning. God, that was great to have her come on. That's amazing to me that she would pop in. I follow her all the time. One of our great flight streamers. Let's fly this thing. We're starting. If I tried to do cold and start, and man, it's like a 3-mile long checklist, and I'm not going to go through that right now. So that takes the fun out. There's Mammoth. Well, that's part of Mammoth. Mammoth is up in the back. We may fly over it. Okay, we're in the air. We're flying. There's the aeropuerto. We're going to set the probes out. I think we can toggle the probes. Let's see. Yeah, they don't work. You have to do it like this until I fix it. So, Mammoth Lakes. Europe. Little side note. I once went, my buddy Steve, into this river, and there are hot springs in the river. And big fish. You'll be sitting in the hot springs and the big fish will be swimming right next to you. In case you didn't know that, this is all one giant volcanic caldera. Somewhere in this little river here, probably right around in here, Steve and I went in there and sat in the hot springs. I don't know how he knew about it. Probably just from years of going there. Anything for you, buddy. So we're continuing on the Viking CL415 adventure. And I mentioned a little earlier, we had Nellycopter come in this morning. One of the bigger streamers popped in for a while. That was fun. And this is Mammoth. And this is Mammoth, California. That's the airport back there. What you actually do, I believe the road in is right up here. I want to stay high because Mammoth is pretty high. I think the turnoff is right there. And Mammoth has snow on it until June or July. How's the game volume now? Better? Yeah, this is the road into Mammoth. Been on this many times. And yeah, it kind of does look like that. Town of Mammoth just up ahead. And as I was saying, if you look at this, this is all one gigantic volcanic caldera. There's a road out in the back. It's It's called Escape Road. They expect that someday this place is going to blow up. The road is actually called Escape Road. Alright, there's the town. There's two ways up the hill. We'll take this way up to the ski lodge. The town. Yep, that's Mammoth down there, the town. I believe that's a lake back there. We may try to land in it. I'm guessing you're still at work, eh, bud? What time is it? It's 4 o'clock there. I think that lake is a little too small to land this thing on. This is the infamous Mammoth Ski Resort. Yep. Here's Cheech. This thing right here, when it's covered with snow right below us there, that's called the cornice. People actually jump off that and ski down. These are all the ski runs, but that's the cornice right there. I've been up there, but I didn't jump off. My buddy did. He was a black diamond skier. I wasn't. Oh, crap. I didn't even notice that. I guess I'll have to circle around again. Thanks, buddy. I need to look at my OBS screen every now and then. Let's go back and look at the cornice again. That's the ski runs down there. There's the lodge down at the bottom. See that big gigantic overhang there that's in the shadow? That's the cornice. There's two of them. These are all black diamond runs here. I've been down in here. This is a straight vertical drop and people just drop in and ski off of that. That's cornice, and right there. Mammoth Backcountry, I think that's June Lake. May not be, I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can find a big lake to land in. Just beyond the airport. Mammoth. It is Mammoth too. It looks small on the screen. I've skied here a couple of times. Funny story. I drove up here with the wife and an old friend of mine in my 1976 Honda Accord. We drove all the way from SoCal up to here. I was so anxious and anticipating the skiing that we left at 6 in the morning. We got up there at about 4 at night. It was covered with snow. Chains required. We get to the hotel room. Kurt is sleeping in the same room with us in a separate bed. He's snoring like he's sawing down fucking redwood trees. I was up all night listening to him snore. By the time I hit the slopes, it was 24 hours that I had been awake. And I was like dead ass tired, like weak. So tired I was weak. And that day was a blizzard. We went out to the car and we dug the car out. The car was buried from the time we parked it at night till the time we got out to go skiing. Couldn't see the cars. The parking lot was completely buried. So how tall is that? 5 feet of snow? 6 feet of snow. The car was completely covered. We found it, dug it out. Of course, I'm still tired. And then drove up to the mountain and skied. It was snowing sideways, but it was fresh powder, white powder snow. And the wife had never skied before, so she took a lesson. Of course, the altitude was getting to her. She was getting altitude sickness. I waited at lunchtime to have her come back in at the lodge. Nobody out there on the hill. In the distance to my left, I see this little black dot coming towards us in the snow. Shuffling along. Hits the wife. Snow, blizzard snow, hitting her sideways. Nobody else on the mountain except her. Having her first day in the snow. And when she got to the lodge, she spent about half an hour throwing up from altitude sickness. All right, the probes are open. We want to be going about 100. A little fast. I don't know about you, but it's making me seasick. Let's go get up in the air. We're running out of lake. We ain't gonna make it. Yeah, it wasn't funny, I know. It was funny if you were there. The funny part was watching her come skiing to us in a blizzard with nobody else on the entire mountain. Being the trooper that she was. Well, it's pretty rough on the lake today. We're not getting any speed. No speed at all. Can't dump the tanks. Probes up. We're not getting any airspeed. Okay, well this sucks. I can't get enough airspeed to take off. Come on, man, that was a funny story. I don't know if it was a funny story. Did I start it by saying it was a funny story? I don't know. I don't know. Why can't we get enough airspeed to take off? And where's the rudder deal? Why isn't she turning? I think I'm hurting my joystick. There we go. Gotta keep the flaps. She wasn't skiing down the mountain, buddy. She was actually... Oh no! What happened? She was actually shuffling through the snow. We still have a full tank, let's see. Nope, we're empty. She was actually shuffling through the snow like, walking in the deep powder with a blizzard hitting her in the face. It was not a pretty sight for her. I'm pretty sure she was not a happy camper. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to hit the water at about 100. Let's open up the probes. Water's pretty rough too. God damn. Are you kidding me? Oh look, the crash site was still in the water. That's amazing. Misty's going like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it's pretty bumpy. Look at this. It's so bumpy on the lake that we can't even... No, it says to have flaps on when you're doing it. I tried that, but you can't get up in the air with the flaps, without the flaps. You're saying when you're on the water? Need the flaps to get up. Well, we only got a half a tank of water that time. See, adding flaps gives me altitude with all that water. Going down, the more flaps. Okay, now it's coming up. The more flaps you give, the higher it picks it up. No, 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 no. No, no! What the fuck? Ah, this is crazy. I think this is the Hot Springs River that I was talking about. When I was doing my practice runs this morning, you have to hit the water at 100. But this water is definitely too bumpy. Oh shit, you're there? It says flaps down to about 120 to 130 to scoop. You're not supposed to actually hit the water. You're only supposed to barely skim it. Kind of like that. So down to about 80 or 90. Well, I'm losing speed. I have the stick pulled all the way back. Fuck me. I can't get the airspeed up. Can't get the airspeed up to 80. It needs to be at 80. Yeah, flaps off doesn't work, I'm telling you. I've tried it. I'm running out of lake. Alright, we're going to try to go back the other way now. I'll try it your way, no flaps. Full tanks. It's just too bumpy. There's 70. I need 80. Nothing. This is no flaps, man. It will not get off the water. Nothing. I can't get enough speed to take off, buddy. That's what I'm telling you. Can't get enough speed to take off. It needs to be going 80 knots to take off with a full load of water. And it's not doing it. You have to hit the water at 120, pick up the water, stay over 100, and keep going. If you dip below 80, you're not getting back up. Yeah, but the problem is, when it's full of water, you need them for the lift. If you don't apply the flaps, it won't lift. The other problem is look how bumpy the water is. It's not letting me skim. And it's not steering either. Yeah, I get that. But this is a pretty big run right here, so no flaps, full throttle. Easing back. There's 35. There's 42. $53. 56. It's just not getting the speed. 60. 60. It doesn't go any higher than 60. Okay, there goes all the water. Now I'm stuck. Wonderful. I'll pause that. Laps 1. That's good, but I didn't scoop anything. on. Man, it was working frickin' perfectly this morning. Nah, don't start a stream. Now go ahead. You're on both streams. I don't care what. Go ahead. Start a stream. Twitch or YouTube? Man, I had like 15 flights this morning where I was able to take off, so I mean, I know the flap settings. It's weird. It's just not doing it on this one. But the scenery is bitching. Are you going on Twitch or YouTube? Your water is much calmer. My water is that calm, I could do it too. Alright, did you scoop your water? Okay, let's see you take off. Got to hit 80 knots to take off. At least. There's the bumpy water. Not so easy. Oh. Come on. Pull up, pull up. Terrain, terrain. $62 knots. I mean, you got to get 80. What happened, man? You gotta have flaps to get up, but you gotta get 80 miles before you can apply flaps. That's the problem. 80 knots at least. So the whole idea is to come down at about 120, scoop, and before you hit 80, take back off. I didn't see you. Did you get it up in the air? I'm going to transfer this to a different location. KAI9. KAI9. This lake is too rough. Chalakwi. KAI9. KAI9. Kilo Alpha Indigo Niner. This is Crater Lake. Well, the good news is I could see you. Right, there's a lake off to the left. It's not Crater Lake, but there's a big calm lake off to the left. And I was practicing there this morning. Did not have any issues. Welcome to Oregano. Coming in from your northeast. I see you floating there. Wow, sorry about that. Wow, this just sucks. The water is nice and calm. I think part of the problem is you have to pull the probes up before you take off. So you scoop the water, and then when you're done scooping the water, you put the probes up because they may be slowing us down. So let's do this. Probes down. Flaps to 1. Water's full. Probes up. That's it. That's it. That's the key. Probes up. If you leave the probes down, it doesn't let you get up to your speed. And then you have to leave flaps up. Or flaps down, otherwise you lose lift. So I just scoop, what are you doing upside down? You're crazy. I just scoop. You're too much, man. I like it. I just scooped and managed to pull up. So it's getting the probes closed. Airspeed is still shitty though. I don't think you can do that upside down shit with a full tank of water. And now watch this. I don't know where you are. I'm going to dump on this island. I'm going to take a dump on this island right here. Okay. Scoops down. Try to maintain about 120. 120, a little too fast. Okay, probes up. Full throttle. Up. You're at 151. You're in the drink. Okay, after you scoop, pull the probes up. I see ya. I got a full load. Hit the water at about 110 to 120. Start scooping, and then pull the probes up when you're done. But don't let the speed drop below 100. Go to 80 if you have to. Nothing lower than 80. But pull the probes up. There you go. Did you scoop? Let's see. And you need the flaps for lift. Actually, I'm only on flaps 1, so it's okay. As long as you don't lose the speed. Yeah, I'm heading right to you. Let's see if I can drop some water on you. Probes down. Speed 100. Probes up. And I'm up. tried to dump water on you, but I didn't have anything in the tank. I'm on the other end of the lake, turning around. Nice lake, though. See if I can dump water on you. How the hell are you going 170? You must be empty. Get 170 knots. I don't get it. I can't get any lift with a full tank without having flaps on. I got a full tank right now, no flaps. Let's see. 120. Well, 113. Here's 123. $140. Well, I was able to scoop. You have to turn the probes off in order to get speed up. 145. We got to find a target and both drop on the target. $170. Drop on the ranger station at the airport. One right after the other. I just hit 250. Let me turn around. Don't drop until I drop. Dude, I just hit 250. I'm doing 180 right now. Hit the ranger station, middle of the runway. Doing 205 right now. Here we go. Bombing run. I don't crash. There it is. That's Highway 62 right there. Oh, that was close. "200 knots. Just went right through those trees. We're gonna have some more water. Got it. Going back to drop on the ranger station. Yeah, the trick is putting the probes up after you scoop. That's what I was doing wrong. And the no flaps is working when you do that. Double stream. Pretty interesting. And I'm going to scoop up some water. Fuck. I couldn't get it off the lake. I couldn't get it up. Sounds like a personal problem. Okay, probe's up. Got it. That was from a start. So I started out, dead stopped, put the probes down after I got to speed, and then closed the probes real quick. Must be on the other end of the lake. Yeah, start out from scratch, keep the probes up. Get up to 80 knots or more, then put the probes down, fill up and go. I'd scoop it after you got to speed. Bullseye. Bullseye, as we used to say. Bullseye. Be right back. What are you doing, Papa? Where you going? We're not eating yet, silly man. 4 o'clock, we'll cook some hamburgers. Yeah. Not yet, baby. Not yet. Okay, I just don't know how you're doing that. I don't know how you're doing that. You just invert it and then apply pressure in the opposite direction. Let's go over to the lake. The only problem is you don't have a glass bubble cockpit, so you can't see upside down. that didn't work out well. I couldn't invert. Alright, let's switch locations, dude. Now that we know how to fill up. How the fuck are you doing that? This one doesn't fly real good upside down for me. You're pushing the stick forward, I know that. Plus you're going 150. Yeah. Okay. Let's change locations. California coast off of Catalina. So KSNA. KSNA. I'm going to start out in front of the runway. So in front of 20 right. We'll start out like right about here in the parking lot. You got it? 20 right parking lot. Across the freeway. Right there. That's going to point us right towards Catalina. And the deepest channel on the west coast. That golf course right there I play all the time. Yeah, back up a little bit. Go up here on the other side of the freeway. More. Yeah, that parking lot right there at the top. Yeah, that's where I'm at, right there. In that parking lot. 1,500 feet. Starting. You can sit in that parking lot and watch the big jets land, by the way. Okay, why did it turn me around? Go left. Ah, you're in the parking lot. I've been in that parking lot. That's funny. That's the 5 freeway that you just crossed over. Okay, 20 right is to your right. I see you crossing the freeway. Flying right over you right now. God, your screen is real jumpy. Alright, just head out this way. I'll give you the tour. That's the Irvine Golf Course at the end of the runway. This is the back bay. Newport Beach back bay. When the wife goes into town, she stays right here in this neighborhood. Drives all along the back bay, and she's in here somewhere. This looks out into Newport Beach. I want to see you try to land on Catalina. The runway's in this direction. Who's that ghost guy? Alright, here's the back bay, and it's coming into down by the Wedge. Fashion Island. Fashion Island on the left. Coast Highway. Oh, you're in the back bay. Wonderful. That's protected wildlife preserve. I'll wait for you to catch up. There's bike trails all around there. Alright, I'm over the ocean. There's Balboa Peninsula. Are you done dicking around in the back bay or what? I have a lot of flyers today. I'll come back. I'll circle back. Holy shit, Batman. I see you coming out of the back bay. I see you there. You got no more room left. Better pull up. Oh. Alright, I'm right in front of you, sorta. So this is my hood, man. Newport Beach, Costa Mesa. You're flying over Balboa Peninsula right now. Famous surf spots there, the Wedge. Turn right. Oh, you dump the water. I see. I get your plan. Unfortunately, I didn't see the water drop. So Catalina looks pretty fogged in. Do you see me? I don't see you. Hold on. Yeah, there I am. I'm on your left. So you're on my right. higher than me. Alright, we're going to cruise across the channel over to Catalina. Off your right wing, that's the Santa Ana Channel, and then Huntington Beach right there. Yeah, that plane does not like to be down on the ground. So, little tidbit of information. Good portion of Catalina Island was owned by the Wrigley chewing gum family. Charles Wrigley has a mansion up there. The airstrip is going east-west, and it's very short. And it's on a cliff. Well, I'm not sure if it's east-west, it may be south. Oh, my airspeed is so slow, I'm only going 118. Because my throttles are not all the way up. That's weird. My stick is not calibrated with the plane. Lots of great whites down there. This is one of their favorite places. A couple of oil platforms. Obama tried to shut them down. And Biden. Well, we can always land in Catalina Harbor, or near Catalina Harbor, and then float in. The next island out there in the distance is, I can't remember the name of it. But they use that for gunning practice, the Navy. Yeah, I'm headed right towards the airport. Yeah, Ghost is there. Ghost landed there. What's he flying? G-35? Beechcraft, maybe? I'm throttling back a little bit. Trying to remember which direction the heading that the runway is. Oh, it says it on EFB. Let's see. Is that you right behind me? Yeah, there's the runway heading. Like pretty much right on it. It's going to be a quick stop for sure. Hey. What are you doing? Are you going to circle around? Well, I know it's not 2,000, 4,000 feet. It's more like 1,000 feet. Alexa, what is the altitude of the runway on Catalina Island?
From KAI9.com. The airport at Catalina is located at 1,600 feet and the approach end of runway 22 drops sharply down all the way to the Pacific Ocean.
Runway's at 1,600 feet. Puppy. And it's short. It ain't big around, but it's short. You can only get one shot at it too. If you don't make it, you have to throttle up real quick because there's a cliff on the other side. Are you checking it out from up above? I'm 1,000 feet over. Runway 1,600 feet. Tracking it. It's busy. It's a busy airport today. 2,100. 500 above. Gusty on the cliff. Got it. Tight. That was a nice landing. 1,600 feet, bud. Ghost is right ahead of you. Ah, you both landed together. Ah, nice. Good one. So let's come on over here and we'll take off from the other side. Or we can take off from this side. Probably better to take off from this side because the runway is tilted upwards. Is he on your stream? Look at this guy. Check and see if these guys are on your stream, man. Good landing. Both of us had a good landing. I asked Alexa what the altitude was. It was 1,600. Check your chat, bub. See if any of these guys are on. It's too bad you can't, like, click on their name and tell them where you are. That's another thing they should do. Click on somebody's tag and it gives them your information about the chat or a stream or something. Who's Kyle? You know that guy? I can't see your chat, so I don't know. All right, we'll give it a minute. We'll take off from the right, going left. Yeah, you just have a bot on your stream. I see it now. All right, I'm going to take off from the right. And we'll land in the channel or something. Got 2 O Doctor tags. I think it's because you're on 2 streams. That's kind of weird. Let me look again. Hold on. Yeah, it says O Doctor twice. Because I think it's because you're on 2 streams. All right, are we ready? Laps 1. I'm out of here. Man, this is a cool airport. Alexa, what is the name of the town? Yeah. The town is Avalon. It's to our left on the south tip of the island. South central, other side. Avalon. Okay, buddy, we flew in your hood last night. This is my hood, although I gotta be honest, I've never been on Catalina. I've been here for a long time. There's wild buffalo. There's a goat, a wild goat herd. Oh, yeah, there's wild buffalo. That'd be cool if we could see them. Now we're going to fly around to Avalon and cruise into the harbor. Do a sea landing. At least I am. You can do what you want to do. These are some pretty cool content streams we got going here, man. That's awesome. You're zipping around behind me. Okay. Pretty funny. You're a funny guy. Did you go to camp or what a funny guy? Nice. San Diego straight ahead. Okay, that's pretty cool. Got some close formation. Let's see. Now we're going to hang a left around the tip of the island. Only 30 miles off the coast of Orange County and LA. You can take a ferry from Dana Point or a cattle boat or a fishing boat, cattle boat, or you can leave from Long Beach. Big boat down there. Oh, get up. Get up. Now we're going to be landing in the water here pretty soon anyway. Hang a left. Supposed to be some great scuba diving out here, but there's a lot of sharks. This is Shark Central. Alright, Avalon will be on our left. Let's get it on the EFB here. See that sea right there? That's where we're going to land. Cruise trip. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop in time. Ah! Went right through the jetty. Yeah, I'm not turning. Want to be nose out. way to stop the bastard. There we go. I put the gear down to stop it. Must be pretty shallow right there. You're upside down in the jetty, bub. Ah, you back? I wish the thing would turn better. I'm going to fly back to LAX and call it. So I've drawn the line from here to LAX. Game crashed, you're back, okay. Looked like your plane crashed. Alright, see what I got planned here? If I can make it without hitting this boat. I'm going to turn around and fly the green line back to LAX. Then I got to get some lunch. Alright, there's our heading to LAX right there. I'll wait for you. Putting the gear down makes it stop. Oh, I must have hit something. Oh, I see, you're restarting, okay. Okay, why is it doing that? Now the steering works. That's interesting. Steering works when you're in the water. And your gear is down. What are you going to fly? I can't fly that thing, man. But you have fun with that. Is that VTOL? Alright, I'm taking off. I'm going back to LAX. Here we go. Gear up. Flaps to 1. Oh, you can hover slow? Who makes that thing? Which add-on is it? Who'd you buy it from? I wonder if I can get it in the marketplace. See the track? Oh, you got it. You're still showing up as the seaplane. Let me change that. Since you crashed. India Fox Techo. Is that a website or is that in the marketplace? India Fox Techo. And is it good? Kia Fox Teco. Is it in the game marketplace, or is it on a website? What is it? Yes, which? Oh, marketplace. Okay. How much was it? And is it worth it? Controls all work. I'll go in there and look at it while you're on. You can tell me which one it is. Quick flight to LA. If I can get over 126 miles an hour. Might be flying into the wind. That's Palos Verdes there on the left. All right, we got 150 knots now. 150 knots. Gigi, are you passed out? I think you should be. I got to feed him at 3:30. So I'll land at LAX, I'll go to the marketplace, and maybe I'll come back online later tonight, buddy. I like this multi, though. The multi's working out good. Maybe I get that, what is that, an F-35? Now you tell me which variation to get. I'll buy it. Stock market's doing good. Whoa, 6,000 feet already? Holy shit. Yeah, you tell me which variation. I'm guessing that was you just zooming by me. I can't see you. Oh, it comes with 3, and everything operates on them? They're all fully functional, or what? Oh, that's the "you're going too fast." That's the "you're going too fast" deal. We're going to cut over the edge of Palos Verdes and make a hard right. Look at all the planes on my EFB going into LAX. Look at that. That's crazy. Look in here. It's like 50. Very few in-ops. Does it have any weapons that fire? We could do some cool multis if I buy that. But you gotta commit to doing multis, because otherwise I don't want to buy it. You're probably at LAX already. God, I'm going 234. I'm overstressing the aircraft. Seems to be handling pretty good, though. I guess that was you. You're still showing up as the seaplane, though. That's weird. You just went 2 miles in like 2 seconds. Alright, so this is Palos Verdes Peninsula. I don't know if you're watching or not. But right down here should be Trump National Golf Course. Maybe further up on the mountain here. But Trump National's here. Here's Coast Highway. Right on these cliffs used to be a place called, not SeaWorld, Marineland. Marineland of the Pacific. They tore it down like 25 years ago. Used to be right there. Had a couple of whales in there when I was a kid. I remember seeing a whale in there called Bubbles. Cheech is anxiously waiting for me to feed him. We're going to make burgers on the grill. At altitude 1300. Kind of hold it there. Oh, you're right next to me and I can't even see you. Hold on. That's funny, but look at that. You show up as the Viking. Funny. How do you get it to go that slow? Does it have operating weapon systems or what? Let's move this over here, since I'm looking at this screen more often than not. We need to be off the coast a little bit. No clearance, just going to land at LAX. Let's see, we'll pick 25 right. The busiest runway in the airport. Now we'll take 25 left. Amazing that I knew where I was. Pilot IG, I guess. I ain't a good pilot, man. This is all bullshit. Fuck that. I'm happy to land and not crash. Okay, I'm going to escape out of this. That flight is over, and I'm going to go to the marketplace. And hopefully my account is still open. Let's see. Alright, so we are looking for the search full catalog. India Fox Techo. Alright, so India Fox Techo. Okay, so I guess that means IFT. They're so I should get something else. Alright, there's the 35 Lightning. Is that the one you got? Which one? That's got to be it. I kind of like the Tomcat. You think it was more than you care to admit. I see the price, man. It's 30 bucks. And I don't care about that, but I just need to know if that's the one. Is that the coolest one? Does it do VTOL? F-35 Lightning. Let's take a look at it. Well, I'm only getting it so I can fly with you, buddy, that's all. I don't care about the money. So it does do VTOL, right? Let's see. Key features. Detailed external mode. Realistic pilot in place. Liveries for all air forces. STOVL. Short takeoff or vertical landing. Alright, let's see if I can buy this. I may have to actually apply money to my account. Let's see what it does. Add funds. No. Hang on. Okay, give me a sec. Stay here, buddy. Stay here. If you want something to fly with me, get a helicopter. I got enough helicopters, man. I'm kind of interested in this, but let's see here. Please wait. Let me put this on Be Right Back. I can still talk to you, but I don't want everybody to see my credit card transaction. I'm going to get the 35, man, because I like jets. A better one. Like which better one? I mean, the Miltech is supposed to be pretty cool. Let's look at the Miltech. Hold on. Let's go to the Miltech. You have the Miltech, right? The helicopter? Super Hornet. It's the... God, they don't show it here. I think you have to buy it from their website. Yeah, but I don't see the Black Hawk here. And I already have the Chinook. That one's pretty expensive too. It's like 60 bucks. Yeah, I can't get that. Oops. Black Hawk Simulations. Okay, let's take a look there. Hang on. I'll put this back on. Hold on. I'll turn it off during the transaction. So Black Hawk Simulations. There's no Black Hawk in the marketplace. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the... I want to buy the Blackhawk, but I want to get it from Miltech, and you have to do that off of stream. So let's go here. Let's go to the India... Fox... Techo... Go back to the home page. Go back to the home page. Okay, it wants me to go back to the frickin' home page. I don't know why. Stupid shit. Alright, I'm going to go for the 35, man. What, the Miltech? No, I saw Grizzle using the Blackhawk from Miltech on 2024. But I think you have to buy it directly from Miltech. You can't get it in here. They're not in here. I mean, that's not in here. Miltech's in here, but they're not. Blackbird. So you're telling me that it's under Blackbird? Jesus, let me look here. Blackbird simulations. Nothing. I already have their Chinook. See that? What does that mean? It got patched. You're speaking a different language, man. Okay. Enough of this. Let's get the and even if we don't do it, man, I'll enjoy this one. What the hell? Really? Come on. Well, the Miltech Blackhawk is compatible with 2024. I saw, like I said, I saw Grizzle using it, and it was pretty cool. But I'd have to go to Miltech, and they're pretty freaking expensive. Let's take a look. God damn it! Let's take. I can't do it on this screen though. Let me look at my other screen. Come on, really? Yeah, it's the MH60. Let's look at that. Yeah, and I don't hear you, so I don't know. Yeah, I already got the Chinook, so let's look at this. It's called the MH60. Let's take a look. No result. No result. But I see the Miltech one. It's Blackbird Simulations. Let's look at that. Okay, here we go. Nope. Negative. I give up. Let's go here. Hi, Miltech Simulations Blackhawk. MH60. For Flight Simulator 2024. First look. Here it is. There it is. It's AnyBuilds. It's goddamn AnyBuilds, man. Let's see if they have it in AnyBuilds. Why do they have to have like 5 different names? Okay, here we go. AnyBuilds. Jesus. Okay, but see, it doesn't. What a bunch of horse shit, man. This is bullshit. Unless I missed it. There's a Cobra. Alright, Miltech Simulations MH60 online. Let's see. It's not in the market. In partnership with Blackbird. $37.99 US dollars. 2024 fully compatible. Missile, what's this? Miltech Mission Hub. I don't want the Mission Hub. Add to cart. How much is it? 37 bucks. It's 37 bucks, man, for the Black Hawk. I wish you could see this. But you have to bind the damn thing, and I have a problem with helicopter bindings. Unless it comes already pre-bound, because it's just like a penguin in bondage, boing. Hang tight, buddy. I'm trying to buy this thing. And once I buy it, I don't know how to fucking load it. I just have to put it in the community folder somehow. I don't know. I may need help with that. Alright, I'm not seeing... Okay, let's see here. Oh, hey, Cody. Hey, bud. Thanks for joining the chat, man. I'm trying to buy the Miltech. Cody, you like the Miltech Black Hawk or what? Absolutely, he says. Shit, yeah, love it. So what do you have to do with the bindings? Do they come pretty much already preset on the bindings, or what do you have to fuck with it, or what? I'm like 2 seconds away from clicking the I want to buy it button. Thanks for joining the chat, by the way, Cody. I asked you that this morning when I was on my first stream, or when I started this stream. So, bindings. How difficult? My helicopter controls are sort of set up. They're just kind of like, I've got a HOTUS Thrustmaster, so rudder settings are on the joystick, right and left axis. I think it's X and Y. And then the cyclic is on the thrust stick, which would be up and down. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Hang with me, man. Don't go away. We're in the store. Obviously, you can see it. Let me get out of the store. Because you can't get it there. You have to get it from Miltech, right? All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this now. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate your time and your help. Okay, let's see. Save my password. Not now. Okay, let's use this. Bum. They take American Express, huh? Let's see. Let's try it. Express checkout. Let's go back one screen here. Password. Oh no. Okay, create account. Son of a bitch. Sign up. Create account. The email address is already associated with an account. Okay, so I should just line in. Let's log in here. Do I already have an? I may already have an AnyBuilds account. Okay. Please fill out this field. Already did. Okay, not now. Continue shopping. Products. Okay, Miltech Simulations MH60 for 20 and 24, $37.99 US dollars. I'm going to click on that bastard. Okay, that looks good. Add to cart. What? Oh, 2. Remove. Had me for 2 of them. I only want 1. I wonder what the hell. So I need to look in my cart. Let's look in the cart. The cart is empty. It's telling me that I had it already. That's pretty bizarre. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. Add to cart. I don't need the hub, the mission hub, I'm guessing, right? $37.99. Okay, $37.99. Such a deal. Come on, don't do that. No. 1 in the cart. Why is it showing 2? It keeps on showing 2. Son of a bitch. Who designed this? Remove. Come on, remove. Okay, there we go. Check out. Sorry, guys. Are we having fun yet? Let's see, let's put this on Amex. Weird. Four-digit security code is a 4-digit. Pay now. Thank you for purchasing this product. Okay, now how do you download the son of a bitch? Where does it go? Click here to access our download manual. Okay, guide. Install your Miltech Simulations products on the Contrail app. What? Oh, really? Come on. Alright, guys, so I got it. I purchased it. I don't know where it went. I didn't see a download. Someone shared a file with you. Skip. Miltech Simulations. Sign a copy. Someone on Miltech Installations Guide. Get to Contrail. Okay, where the hell is Contrail? The Contrail app. Click here to download and install the Contrail app. Okay, there it goes. Make sure you select 2024 and install. Contrail exe is commonly downloaded. Yes. I'll have to restart the sim. Okay, so anyways, let's see. Keep, copy and download link. Okay, copied and downloaded the link, but I don't see it anywhere. Launch the Contrail app, click on accounts. Where do you do that? Poor Cheech, really, man, he's dying. He wants to eat. Alright, so I don't see the Contrail app in here anywhere. Contrail setup.exe isn't complete, commonly downloaded. Be sure you trust. I gotta go to the downloads and see if it's there. It's not there. It's not freaking there. I'm stuck and I'm lost. Okay, so click download. Your new products will be here. I don't see anything like that under accounts. Launch the Contrail app. It's not launching. Come on, really? Click here to download and install. Contrail EXE. It keeps on telling me make sure you trust Contrail Setup EXE before you open it. Yeah, I bought the damn thing and now I can't download it. Yeah, I'm using Chrome. Check my email. Jesus Christ. Check my email. Oh, really? Signed out? It's making me sign into my email. Now this is just freaking ridiculous. Really? My God. Something went wrong. I can't even sign into my freaking email. This is crazy. That's some crazy shit. Alright, look. Let me get back to the stream. Wherever the hell it went. I know, Cheech, I know. Come on, where's the damn stream now? Here's the stream. Alright, man, I don't know how to find it. It's totally freaking lost. I can't get on Contrail. Yeah, I'm stupid when it comes to this stuff, for sure. I'll have to restart. Okay, I'm going to cut the stream short. I'll probably see you in there later, man. I'm going to try to get this going. All right. Thanks for joining, guys. Cody, I'll be back on this evening if you care to check it out. Doc, I'll be back on probably after about 6 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, 6 o'clock Pacific, something like that. Thanks for your help, though. And yeah, you missed all the action, man. We're flying the Viking water tankers. But I want to get that Miltech helicopter going, so that'll be today's project. All right, see you guys in a bit, and I'll try to get back on 6 Pacific time or somewhere in that